everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to ask you a couple of questions in reference to the ambush of Bonnie and Clyde. Please feel free to comment and give me your opinion. You do not have to be a Bonnie and Clyde expert to answer. I will appreciate all comments. Of course, let's respect each other's thoughts and opinions. Like myself, many have based our beliefs on verbal stories, books, newspapers, and movies about Bonnie and Clyde. As we know, there were 6 lawmen that participated in the ambush on the morning of May 23, 1934. Most of these men rarely spoke of the events that happened at the ambush. A couple have officially told what happened, although these stories have a measure of conflict between them. So I would like to focus on 2 questions. I will use, for example, the 2019 movie The Highwayman starring Kevin Costner. I know that this movie is mostly fictional, but it highlights what I want to talk about. I have included a movie snapshot that was taken immediately before the ambush. This snapshot is the exact moment that I want us to focus on. So here's my first question. Was Ivy Methven tied to a tree against his will, or was he in the road to help slow down Clyde so that the posse members could shoot to kill? Some of you will quote Ted Hinton, who stated that Methven was tied to a tree against his will. Without going into a long writing, there are documents that state Methven was tied to a tree, but it was part of the act to protect Methven if things went wrong during the ambush. Keep in mind, again, I will post another story soon that will detail this and show that not all members of the ambush posse were included in the terms of ratting on Bonnie and Clyde. If you believe that Methven was tied to a tree against his will, then you must believe that he just happened to cross the ambush posse by coincidence and was not planned. Here is something else to think about. If you believe that Methven was out in the street waving down Bonnie and Clyde, such as in the 1967 movie, how did Methven move out of the way of the bullets from the posse so quickly? And once the bullets started flying, wouldn't his truck have been filled with bullet holes too if it was parked directly the other side from the posse? For Methven to get out of the way of the flying bullets, he would have had to have known the exact moment the posse would begin to fire their guns. Now, here's my second question. Do you believe that someone in the ambush posse yelled "halt" before the shooting began? As played out in the Highwayman movie, Hamer yelled "halt" as he stepped in front of the car. According to Ted Hinton, Alcorn yelled "halt" before the gunfire began. Many other statements and documents do not mention any of the ambush posse members yelling for Clyde to stop the car. Author James Knight recorded that there was a discussion among the posse if someone should yell "halt" before firing, but the majority voted against it. History records that Prentice Oakley fired the first shots before anyone had the time to yell at Clyde. Again, here's a thought. If Methven was out in the road with Clyde, and if someone did yell "halt," then that would have given Methven an instant to find cover from the soon flying bullets. Again, this is just for fun. I intentionally left out many details and other thoughts to keep it short. Please feel free to share this post and please comment with your thoughts. I hope to meet many of you at the authentic Bonnie and Clyde Festival in Gibson, Louisiana this May 2023. We can certainly continue your thoughts on this subject when we meet. Like I mentioned, I am preparing a Facebook post, YouTube video about the planning of the ambush, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching.